For me, it was almost like a love at first sight kind of situation. I was head over heels for her.
Love is in the air this February, just in time for Valentine's Day, but for Carlos and Amanda Montano from Naperville's Montano's Landscaping, it has been for over 20 years.
We met during the last fling in 2000. I had spent all of my summer saving all my money, working with my dad's company at the time, to buy my dream car. Finally got the car and picked up some friends, started driving around downtown Naperville, and I see this beautiful blonde walking around. I'm just like, oh my God, I gotta get this girl's number.
That girl turned out to be Amanda, whom Carlos dated for a few months while they were in high school. But their young romance was short-lived after they started college.
We kind of went our separate ways, but always kept in touch. We always would call each other up and have these long conversations. It's almost one of those things like we almost met too young before we were ready for it.
Fortunately for the two, Cupid would strike again nearly 4 years later.
So I went down to Bradley for school, and he knew I was going to be home for Thanksgiving break, and he just called me by chance out of the blue the day before Thanksgiving, and we went on a date, and we've been together ever since.
A year later, the two had their first daughter, Adriana, and got married the year after that at a courthouse in Pontiac, Illinois. Though Carlos was uncertain where he would end up working after college, he decided to continue with his father's business.
Got 4 job interviews, and I turned them all down because I knew that I wanted to continue growing the company.
The two would also go on to fully celebrate their marriage beyond the courthouse.
After he graduated, we ended up doing a vow renewal, and we had a ceremony in the church in downtown Naperville, and then had the reception again in downtown Naperville by the Riverwalk, because that's actually where he proposed.
As Carlos continued working at Montano's Landscaping, Amanda joined the team in 2010, handling marketing and phone calls.
And then when my middle and youngest were born, I had to step back a little bit. Maybe like 3 years ago is when I started really getting more involved with project management with him.
Today, Carlos and Amanda serve as president and vice president of Montano's Landscaping, enjoying life with their children Adriana, Natalie, and Luca. A relationship rooted in Naperville, continuing to grow throughout the years.
I knew that I couldn't live my life without her as soon as I held her hand for the first time. For me, I was just like, I need her in my life. There's no other way of doing it for me.
Reporting for Naperville News 17, I'm Jesus Cortez.